Hello everyone. In this episode of Angular Pro Screencast, I'll tell you how to use Guess.js for Angular. What is Guess.js? If you are watching this video, you probably already know that Guess.js is predictive prefetching. So, in case of Angular, it will help you to prefetch Angular modules based on data that comes from Google Analytics. So basically, if your users are checking some URLs, they are loading some modules, and they are loading some modules more than other modules, and based on these statistics, you would like to have smart prefetching. We have our simple application. Let's have a look at it. So we have 4 lazy loaded modules. That's it, basically. We start ngserve, and now what we see that lazy modules works as expected. You click a link and one more file is requested. But what if we want, like when we are on home, we are pretty sure that user will also use example and about. So we want to preload them. But we don't want to preload all the modules. We want to preload only example and about. And Guess.js will help us to do so. So how to install Guess.js in our Angular application? First of all, we need to install several npm packages. Because we are using Guess.js with help of Webpack, first module that you need to install is Angular Builder's custom Webpack. That will allow you to use extension for Angular CLI. Then, obviously, you install Guess Webpack npm package, and also, in addition, Guess Parser. Guess Parser will help Guess to find Angular roots. Next, what we need to do is go to Angular CLI configuration file, find our builder, and update this line to custom Webpack. And second thing about this configuration, you need to add a path to your Webpack file. So I already added here extend.webpack.config.js. And I already prepared a file with Webpack configuration with Guess plugin. And Guess plugin is pretty simple in terms of properties. What you have here, you can either use your Google Analytics ID to get the statistics right from Google Analytics, or you can prepare, like, save your data from Google Analytics and provide it via report provider function. So like I did with routes.json. In routes.json, we have such data. What does it mean? It means if user is on our root route, it is possible that he will go to example with probability of 80% or about with probability of 20%. Same goes for each route. So based on this data, Guess.js or Guess plugin from Webpack will try to prefetch our modules. So we need to build our application now. And please have a look also here. When build is done, you can see all your modules, like all the transitions with probabilities here. Now we can start our simple static server I used for this HTTP server. And go back to browser. What we see now, that we are now on index module. So index module was loaded, but also we have about an example. like it was configured in our routes JSON file. So, and we expect if you go to about now, that media module will be also loaded. So we click about module is already loaded. And as you see, media module was prefetched.